Welcome to Old and New Mysteries, the place where the strange, the unexplained, and the chilling meet. Tonight, we ignite a question that has baffled investigators and terrified witnesses for centuries. Can a human really burst into flames without any apparent source? From infamous cases like Mary Reeser to modern-day reports that defy explanation, we'll explore the facts, the theories, and the unsettling photographs that fuel the legend of spontaneous human combustion. Is it science or something far more mysterious? Buckle up as we uncover the truth behind one of the most burning mysteries of all time, the fiery enigma, unraveling spontaneous human combustion. Spontaneous human combustion, myth or macabre reality? Imagine this: a human body reduced to ashes, yet the surrounding environment remains largely untouched. No obvious source of ignition. This is the chilling premise of spontaneous human combustion, or SHC, a phenomenon that has terrified and baffled humanity for centuries. Is it a macabre myth, a mystery, or something more sinister? Today, we delve into the fiery enigma of SHC, exploring its history, famous cases, and the scientific attempts to explain the inexplicable. The concept of SHC has permeated folklore, literature, and even scientific discourse for hundreds of years. Early accounts often attributed these bizarre deaths to divine wrath or demonic possession. One of the earliest widely cited cases dates back to the 17th century, involving a woman named Nicole Millet in France, whose body was found almost entirely consumed by fire, yet her straw mattress was barely singed. This perplexing incident, along with others, fueled the public's fascination and fear. The term spontaneous human combustion gained prominence in the 19th century, often appearing in sensationalized newspaper reports and Gothic novels, most notably Charles Dickens's Bleak House. Notable cases and their peculiarities. While the scientific community largely dismisses SHC as a distinct phenomenon, numerous historical and modern accounts describe deaths that defy conventional explanation. Let's see some of the most compelling and often cited cases. One of the most well-documented cases is that of Mary Reeser, a 67-year-old woman from St. Petersburg, Florida, in 1951. Her remains were found almost entirely cremated, with only a slippered foot and a shrunken skull remaining. The chair she was sitting in was also largely destroyed, but the rest of her apartment suffered minimal fire damage. Investigators initially struggled to explain how such intense heat could be localized to her body without igniting the entire room. This case is often cited as a prime example of the Wick effect. Another intriguing case is that of Dr. John Irving Bentley, an 89-year-old physician from Coudersport, Pennsylvania, in 1966. A plumber discovered his body in his bathroom, reduced to a pile of ash, with a hole burned through the floor beneath him. The only other significant damage was to the bathtub, which had melted. Again, the surrounding area was largely untouched by fire. Another case, Michael Faherty from Ireland in 2010. His body was found severely burned, with the fire contained to his immediate vicinity. The coroner, Dr. Kieran McLaughlin, concluded that the death was due to spontaneous human combustion, a rare but recognized phenomenon, making it one of the few official pronouncements of SHC in modern times. The case of Phyllis Newcomb in 1938, her body was found burned in her home, with the fire seemingly originating from within her. These cases often share common characteristics. The victim is usually found alone, often elderly or infirm, and the fire damage is highly localized, with minimal spread to the surroundings. The Wick effect and scientific explanations. So, what are the scientific explanations for these seemingly impossible events? The most widely accepted theory, and one that attempts to explain the localized nature of the burning, is the Wick effect. This theory proposes that a human body, particularly one with a significant amount of fat, can act like an inverted candle. If an external ignition source, such as a dropped cigarette, ignites clothing, the melting body fat can then soak into the clothing, acting as a fuel. The clothing then functions like a wick, slowly burning the body at a relatively low temperature, but for an extended period, leading to near-complete cremation. The fat acts as a continuous fuel source, and the body's own structure helps to contain the heat, preventing widespread damage to the surroundings. Forensic scientists have even conducted experiments to demonstrate the Wick effect, using animal carcasses wrapped in clothing and ignited. These experiments have shown that a body can indeed be consumed in a localized, slow burn, leaving behind similar patterns of destruction seen in SHC cases. Other proposed explanations, though less supported, high levels of alcohol in the body. While alcohol is flammable, the concentration needed to spontaneously ignite a human body is far beyond what can be sustained in a living person. Static electricity or internal chemical reactions. There is no credible scientific evidence to support that static electricity or internal chemical reactions within the body could generate enough heat to cause spontaneous combustion. Ball lightning. Some theories suggest that ball lightning, a rare and unexplained atmospheric phenomenon, could be responsible, but this remains highly speculative and lacks direct evidence. The dark web and unverified claims. While mainstream scientific and forensic communities largely attribute alleged SHC cases to the Wick effect or other explainable causes, the internet, including the darker corners of the web, is rife with unverified claims and sensationalized stories. Searches on the dark web for spontaneous human combustion primarily yield discussions in forums, conspiracy theory sites, and fictional narratives, rather than credible, unclassified reports or scientific studies that contradict established forensic understanding. These discussions often lean into the paranormal, extraterrestrial involvement, or secret government experiments, none of which are supported by verifiable evidence. It's crucial to approach such claims with extreme skepticism, as the dark web is a breeding ground for misinformation and hoaxes. There are no credible, peer-reviewed scientific papers or official reports found on the dark web that offer new, verifiable evidence for SHC beyond what is already known and debated in the public domain. Conclusion. A mystery endures. Despite the scientific explanations, the concept of spontaneous human combustion continues to fascinate and disturb. While the Wick effect provides a plausible mechanism for many of the observed phenomena, the sheer horror and unusual nature of these deaths ensure that SHC remains a topic of intense speculation and debate. Whether it's a rare, extreme manifestation of known physical laws or a phenomenon yet to be fully understood, the fiery enigma of spontaneous human combustion reminds us that even in our technologically advanced world, some mysteries continue to burn brightly. What are your thoughts on SHC? Please share and subscribe to Old and New Mysteries, and let us know in the comments below.